Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, I'm doing another Q&A where I take your questions from Twitter and I answer them all in this video. We've got a lot of awesome questions to touch on today, so let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. All right, our first question comes from Brandon Hawkins, who says, do you think that the supercars we get in this current update will be faster than the next update, if there are any? So number one, there's definitely going to be supercars. Rockstar in every update since I can remember have put a supercar into the game. Now that question is a little hard to answer because remember, all the vehicles from this DLC are still broken. They have those like weird handling flags on them. So in their current state right now, the answer is probably no. But if they get fixed, the answer might be yes. There's some pretty good supercars in this update. The XXR, the Typon, the new ones, the Tesseract, like all these are really fast. They're just sort of held back by the stupid handling flags that Rockstar added in this update. So there isn't really a great way to answer that. I think there will be a general mix. Some of the supercars in the new updates might be slower. Some of the supercars in the update we got right now might be faster. There's going to be a good mix, I can tell you that. All right, our next question comes from Kevin, who says, do you think the Doomsday races are just filler to hold us until the next DLC? And when do you think the next update will be? So yes, I do believe that what we're going to be getting in a couple of days, like the special vehicle races and the new transform races, and really everything we got in this DLC is just filler for the most part. Like it's not really even using new things. It's using the tracks from the previous two Cunning Stunts updates. It's using vehicles from the Doomsday heist. Really the only thing new Rockstar added in this update were like the new cars. So yeah, it is 100% a filler DLC. And I think it is just kind of there for us to enjoy between now and the next big update. And I think the next update is going to come out in the middle of June for two reasons. Number one, Rockstar have done June DLCs like the past 3 or 4 years. So I just feel like they're going to keep up that same tradition. And number two, the final bit of content from this update is going to be coming out on, I think it's May 29th. So that kind of gives us a 2 to 3 week period of when we're not going to have any more drip feed content or adversary modes, and when Rockstar could release the new DLC. I feel like they wouldn't go any further than 2 or 3 weeks before we see new content in the form of a brand new update. Brandon Hawkins has another question. He says, what is your thought on what the next update will be? Nightlife, Tuners and Outlaws, cop themes. Honestly, all three of those would be great. What we know so far is it's going to be a consolidation of all of our businesses. I'm not sure if that will include a new business or if it will just be the, organization of the previous ones we have in the game, like cars and bunker stuff and biker stuff. I would love it if it included a new aspect to it as well, like what you mentioned, Nightlife, like what you mentioned, Tuners and Outlaws, or a crooked cop theme. That'd be so awesome. I think it's a little bit unlikely. Hopefully Rockstar are not done making updates and this isn't the final one, so that they can have opportunities in the future to do really cool DLCs like what you just mentioned. Jay Roble says, do you think the next update will be the final update for online or not? If so, is it going to be a more efficient way to make money? So I think logistically it makes sense for it to be the final DLC. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 is pretty much all but confirmed not going to be getting another delay. So it'll be coming out at the end of October. If this update comes out when I think it's going to in the middle of June, I would say July at the latest. That means it'll probably carry until April or September. And then there's no way Rockstar would probably want to do an update that close to the release of RDR2. So I think it could be the last update. Is there a chance Rockstar could do more DLCs after Red Dead Redemption 2 releases? Maybe. I think the potential is always there, but I think this could be the final update for online. Now, I do think it will be the most efficient way to make money. I mean, if you think about it, consolidating all of our businesses, like how would this not make us more money? That would be so stupid if it made less money than doing the business stuff individually. So I can pretty confidently say that it will probably be the best way to make money going forward in Grand Theft Auto Online. Anyways, moving on, our next question comes from Ryan Edwards, who says, do you think the new Kingpin update will get a new mission linked to a mystery, like the UFO and gun running linking to the Chiliad mystery? That would be really cool if they continued it. I know a lot of people are saying the Chiliad mystery is solved due to what we did in the Doomsday heist, but I don't necessarily think so, and that would be awesome, Ryan. I would love it if they did a treasure hunt or a mystery like you mentioned, that would be really cool. I think that what Rockstar is doing, kind of building Easter eggs into online, is awesome. And if they did that in the next DLC, that'd be super cool. I'd love it if like they added something crazy that takes like weeks to figure out. I always think that's so fun when Rockstar end up doing stuff like that in online. I thought what they did with gun running was amazing. What they did with the Doomsday Heist was really fun. So yeah, that'd be epic. Anthony says, do you think that Smuggler's Week could indicate that Rockstar will do a Smuggler's Run Part 2 DLC in the future? Potentially, but what I think the business weeks that Rockstar are doing right now are indicating is that, yeah, the next update is going to be heavily reliant on businesses. In fact, it's going to be the combination of them all. So I think in the future, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to see an event geared towards biker stuff, an event geared towards the import-export stuff. So I think it's more geared towards the next update and not necessarily one in specific like Smuggler's Run. Gunners Gaming Mark III says, do you think Rockstar will add a 30s to 60s Hot Rod DLC? That would be so awesome if they just did a full-fledged DLC full of hot rods. Like, imagine vehicles like the Hot Knife and the Slam Van, just vehicles like that that had a ton of customization. That'd be so cool. Now, I wouldn't want it to just be vehicles alone. I'd love for some new features to be added. In particular, I could see like a car show mode or a car show area where you could have car meets like this with all your new hot rods and not have to worry about some bamboozler in a jet or some guy in his facility with his finger on the orbital cannon button. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, a hot rod DLC sounds amazing. They kind of did that with the Lowriders update, but I still would prefer more traditional hot rods. That would actually be really cool. Gamer TV says, do you think that the new vehicles could be linked with a new update in the future? Absolutely. Let's take the Sea Sparrow, for example. I think that could indicate that something in the water or a naval-based update could be in the works or on the horizon. We also sort of saw that with some of the vehicles that came out in Smuggler's Run and even the Doomsday Heist. We saw like a lot of hipsters and classic, sports classic vehicles that I think led to a lot of the ones we saw today coming out. So yes, a lot of the vehicles that have been added, I think could be specific links to what we see in the future. Kind of like how in the gun running update, we got a lot of anti-aircraft vehicles. And then of course in Smuggler's Run, it was all about aircrafts. So yes, I could see something like that totally happening. Georgia Dude 123 says, why do you think Rockstar did not do a remastered version of Grand Theft Auto 4 for the 10-year anniversary? So I think this is one of the biggest missed opportunities of all time. In fact, when you guys are watching this video, it is 10 years exactly since GTA 4 came out, which is insane to think about. I remember getting that game for the first time and just enjoying it so much. It really is a shame that they just didn't do anything for the 10-year anniversary. I would have loved like an event in Grand Theft Auto Online, or even just a 4K resolution version of the game. That'd be awesome. It would have been cool to get something epic like a map expansion or something in GTA 5 that came straight from GTA 4, like some vehicles. But I guess Rockstar just has bigger plans. I think they are focused on the future, RDR2, and I also think they're focused on Grand Theft Auto Online, sort of wrapping that up. So I guess they just really think that maybe not enough people are interested in GTA 4, or it's not in their best interest to do a remastered version. Dan Dillon says, do you think there's a chance that the Bahama Mamas nightclub will be used in a future GTA Online update? I would love that. That kind of goes back to the nightlife update we were talking about earlier. Unfortunately, Rockstar just closed down the interior again. It's so frustrating that they don't just keep that open. Number one, it's frustrating that they've never added in the game. Number two, being able to glitch inside is super cool, and it's frustrating when they remove those glitches like that. I would love it. I think it's probably going to remain cut content, though. You guys know Rockstar in the way they are with things like this. The Bahama Mamas had so many amazing chances to be added in the game, and they never have, which is frustrating. I think it would be amazing, but my optimism for that is very, very low. Jester Fox says, do you think that the apparent vehicle found in the code named Terbyte, or Terbyte, I don't know what it is, could end up being a Tesla Roadster parody? Or could it even be the Tamo Racemo, which is actually a Microsoft-powered car? Terbyte makes sense for the latter. So those are two very interesting options. In case you guys didn't see my video the other day, essentially there was a hash, which is like a line of code found in the files for the future update that contains a car called Terbyte. And I have said that that sounds like an electric supercar or like an electric superbike. And we know how much Rockstar love Tesla cars. They've been adding a lot into the game. So a new version of maybe Elon Musk's Tesla Roadster 2020, that'd be awesome. I think that's really cool. What you brought up with the Microsoft-powered car, I didn't even know that was a thing. So I feel like the Tesla Roadster has way more notoriety at this point. Like a lot more people know about it than that Microsoft-powered car. But it is a weird name, Terbyte. But once again, that could be a code name. When it's added into the game, it could be something totally normal instead of like Terbyte, which is kind of a weirdish name. But yeah, that supercar sounds awesome. And I'm really excited to ultimately find out what that is. And our final question today comes from Hunter, who says, if there is a next Grand Theft Auto game, there will be. Without Leslie Benzies, do you think it will be as successful as GTA 5? So in terms of like the amount of games they sell, I think so. I think GTA is only going to get more popular. But Leslie Benzies was like the creative mastermind of this game. I don't think it'll have much of an impact on Grand Theft Auto Online, because a lot of the decisions Rockstar have been doing, especially in the last 2 or 3 years, have been without him. I definitely think you'll see a big impact on single player. I mean, that guy was like the brains behind every GTA game for like the last, like 15, 20 years. So that would be like LeBron James leaving your basketball team and expecting it to be the same quality. Like, yeah, you can replace LeBron James, but it's also LeBron James that just left. Like, that's like a once-in-a-lifetime kind of guy. And that's what Leslie Benzies was to sort of the GTA series. So he'll definitely be hard to replace. And who knows, you might not notice a difference at all. But when a guy that successful leaves, it's hard to think that you won't notice just a little bit of a difference in the next GTA game. But anyways, that's all the questions that I'm going to be answering in this week's Q&A video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. As always, if you want to get involved in a future one of these, all you got to do is go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and use the hashtag AskBoss, and you might find yourself featured in a future Q&A video like this. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, where you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.